Alright. So, game scene is having a little bit of issues, so here's the intro as per usual. We've been playing a lot of Star Rail. So, this game has been getting played significantly less. But, that doesn't mean for a lack of trying. I still have my little checklist of quest lines I want to finish. And so far we've checked off most of them. I also have missed 10 pull on here, which for the last couple streams we have this 1 hour timer so that after an hour passes I will do a 10 pull. I apparently forgot to do one because I forgot to set the timer in a previous challenge. So we missed one of those, and we're probably going to start off by doing that once we log in. After which we're going to resume the lie detector quest line, questioning Melusine, and answering machine. And if I have to guess, based on the average length of these world quests, assuming that it's 2 or 3 acts, we're probably going to be here for at least 2 hours. I don't want to go for much longer than that, so because I would like to try out some other stuff today, as well as cutting up a VOD so that I can put it on the YouTube channel. Just want to thank everybody who has been subscribed to the YouTube channel. It's Dan Sheets on YouTube, for those who don't know. Those who are watching it on YouTube, it's twitchtv.sheetstreams. As well as the Discord, Sheets and Sordor. I want to thank everybody who's been getting involved, because we have been seeing a lot of channel growth in this last year. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something special for when we hit 150 subscribers. In the meantime, let's just hope that this game doesn't take too long to load. Now, since we have a little bit of time, my personal life, things could be going better. I'm still struggling to find a roommate, which means I might have to move out. And if I have to move out, then you could expect these streams to stop for a long period until my life stabilizes again. But we're still in a little bit of a gap, because for me, it's still the holidays, at least for another week or so. I've been getting a lot of cut hours at work, which means that I'm just making up for that time here. If you can make it worth my while, I would appreciate that greatly. Planned future streams. I am probably going to be making a post in the Discord soon for a viewer stream where we'll be doing a run-through of Lost Branch where the viewers get to pick and build my deck for me. I will have some guest streams planned in the near future where we'll just have some sit-in guests. And lastly, I do want to do a punishment wheel stream where I'll be taking your suggestions in the Discord for punishments to put on a punishment wheel, and we will have a new incentive where someone can we'll have a challenge where people can spend channel points to make me spin the punishment wheel. Or maybe make it a bit cost, who knows. And that's all I have planned there. I'll probably, when I do post that, I'll probably put it in the reaction thread. Because we might do a you laugh, you lose challenge. We might just do a normal stream where I stream for 2 to 4 hours, and at any point people can punish me. Alright, we've loaded in. Now I gotta get used to the controls being swapped again. Alright. The red and black. Why is there a pin here? Oh, these controls. Delete. Now we teleport in. For those who don't watch my Star Rail content, I guess I would like to express a few things that has one of the reasons why I've been playing a lot more Star Rail compared to more Genshin, because it's much easier for me to build and play multiple characters, whereas in Genshin I feel like I'm stuck playing these same 4 characters because the time investment to level up and build other characters, it's just so much worse here, especially with the fact that a lot of upgrade materials are locked to a specific day of the week, and the fact that the upgrade materials you get from like weekly bosses are not guaranteed. So like for instance on Kaching over here, I need to kill the materials from for Kaching here, in order to start leveling up her talents. I need these, which are not easy to get. They're not always guaranteed. I need to fight the wolf. And considering I can only get rewards from him 3 times, it's really annoying. Now, another one is these, right here, which is like, cool. Item details. But I can only get these Monday, Thursday, Sunday, which means I could get them today. But I don't want to get them today because I want to do this world quest because I have time to play today. Which means I would like to play, I would not like to grind. Yes. So doing stuff that does not require grinding is going to be more fun for me. So that's enough of the rant and enough of the wasting your time. So without further ado, let's just resume this quest line, which is Red and Black. We're at Act 2, which I believe we did Act 1 2 episodes ago, roughly. I don't think I've ever been in this side of the building. For any reason ever. Morning, morning. Good morning. Hey, Talochard, how come there's no desk here? Because I think this is the lobby, Paimon. There just isn't. We don't need desks for our work. Anyway, this bench is awesome. Look, it's got comfy cushions. You know, I thought that was wood, but now that I look closely, yeah, that is got cushions. Also, is that like a cake or like a bowl of pears? What is that they got over there on the bench? Sit down, quick. Come try this delicious breakfast I made for you. Oh, it's Melusine cuisine. Never mind. Probably tastes terrible or looks terrible. Thanks, Talochard, but what is this? It smells a little odd. It's my special poisson chant pie. It's even tastier than the usual recipe, so it's fish pie. It does smell odd, but that's why it's special. You've piqued Paimon's interest. What about you, Dan? Curve, what do you think? An analysis of the composition indicates eating this could be a difficult trial. Forget it. I'll let you try it, Paimon. You're tougher than me. Awesome. We're real tough cookies. Let's dig in. Wolf down a half portion of the odd-smelling pie. Half an hour later, you both come back from outside, clutching your bellies. Just where did you disappear to? If you're still hungry, there's more. I made lots. Thanks, Talochard. No need, though. Paimon just went for a quick rest, and there's still some pie left. Dan, why don't we box it up for later? Good expression. Wasn't it tasty? I thought I did a good job. Perhaps you're tough enough. Paimon knows why they call it poisson chant pie now. The poisson are in Paimon's guts chanting, "We want to swim back out." It's got live fish. Oh, I just see it. Those are fish heads sticking out of the pie. I can see that now. It's kind of hard to see because I can't really zoom in. Huh? Oh, that sounds absolutely awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Paimon's better already. Anyway, the problem is Paimon's preferences, not your cooking. Back to business. Did you get any info about the knife? Alright, Paimon forgot we were supposed to be working now. Okay, so about that. We did find something that might be useful. This is a knife from the Elegant Tableware Confrérie. That's right, that's where we left off. We were going to investigate them slightly. The people who said that Rocher owes them money? Yeah, they masquerade as legitimate business, claiming that their tableware is favored by Fontaine's upper classes and can be sold for hefty sums. People like Rocher often fall for it. They pay a fee to join in and get a pile of lousy tableware in return. Then they try to sell it for enough to make back their initial investment and then some. But the tableware itself is unsellable junk, so the victims have no choice but to find other fools to pass the baton to. I hear they call it expanding their downline network, so it's a Ponzi scheme, for those who don't know. You make money by getting other suckers to invest into you, so by telling them that they'll be able to make money to get more investors to invest into them. It's just a stupid nonsense. Some people like to cover it up as a multi-marketing scheme, but the differences are very, very thin veneer. Sounds pretty familiar. Humans are creatures full of lies. But it seems like Rocher didn't expand his downline network. In terms of ethical human relations, Mr. Rocher's morals exceed his level of the average person. He didn't continue to bring in more victims. Oh, so maybe his wife isn't the worst judge of character. But his financial acumen is way, way below the average. In the end, his poor wife had to deal with the fallout and took the losses. That's true. But weren't they exposed by the paper? Can't you guys track down the money and help them recover their losses? Our colleagues got involved some time ago and made multiple arrests, but the ringleader is a crafty one, and immediately claimed that the perpetrators of the scam were temporary employees. Fucking Rothschild nonsense over here. What's his name? Bernie Madoff? That's it. More importantly, he kept all of their accounts completely separate as a result. Recovering the losses has proven extremely difficult. Is there nothing you can do about it? We can push things forward today. I got the location of a possible hideout, and I'll be investigating it later. So you found their lair. The Marchese Phantom is more capable than you think, considering the facts of this case. Now we have reason to believe that Sir Arthur was stolen by the Elegant Tableware Confrérie. Although it does sound very likely, it's best if you don't act so certain of it. We'll know once we get there, but let's stop blowing the whistle. We're indoors. Water-stained dinner knife. Okay, where to next? Down, down, down to... Why does everybody have their secret lair underwater? Isn't this that location that we went to earlier with the Mafia? I want to say that it is, but I'm not entirely sure. If I sound a little under the weather, it's probably because I have possibly a cold. My nose is starting to get a little snuffed up. I definitely have some head congestion for sure. Down, down. Yep, this is that same place I keep swimming down to. I feel like we swim down to the bottom of this little chasm in so many quests. So their base is underwater? Yeah, it seems we must go down. How troublesome. Even Curve's condition would be better if he didn't get wet. Seems we have no choice this time. You said so last time. How's Curve? He's already 30. His core components are all starting to get old, so he's got all this... 30's kind of young, isn't it? Not for our machine. 30 is not young. Stop calling me old. I'm 30. Yes, it is. We're here. Yep, this is that place where we fought Virgil and whatnot. Sure are a lot of them in there. What should we do? Charge in, beat them up, make them confess? Don't be so violent, Paimon. They're already frightened on edge. They might destroy the evidence if we give them the scare. Why are we still swimming? We're not underwater anymore. Another Genshin bug. Oh, Curve's here. He did come down in the water. I don't... Do we have to beat him up? Well, it's such a small place, so a fight is inevitable anyway. Fine. Then is it possible to distract them? There must be something here we can use. Curve, hide and wait for us. You're too big and you'll get spotted. Just come over once we're done. As you wish. Ooh, that guy's got red hair. I rarely see NPCs with red hair. Let's hurry up and find a way to lure them away. Hooray, stealth mechanics. That's a lot of Mora just sitting there. Explosive trap triggered. Intruder alert. Uh-oh, that was a trap. Okay.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Pot has chicken legs in it. Someone cooking? About adding some seasoning to them, put them to sleep after the meal. Or we could do something else with drive them away. Check your bag for any useful seasoning. Oh. It's the pie. That's fucking hilarious. Paimon has a feeling it'll be super effective. How could you put that in there? It's an insult to my culinary talents. Don't be mad, Talochard. Your cooking might end up making a very significant contribution here. Paimon is certain they won't be able to overcome the trial of toughness it poses. Really? Then fine, let's hide and watch what happens. Once chow time is shouted, the elegant tableware confrere starts gulping down the food with extra seasoning. It doesn't take long before one by one the subtle changes begin to appear in their faces, and then they start running towards the exit with their hands clutching their stomachs. They're experiencing the power of the Poisson Pie! Just like I said. Haha, I'm incredible. I'll go get Curve. Now we can search for evidence. To our heart's content. We just sent a bunch of poor souls to the bathroom. Old clockwork locket. An archaic clockwork locket. Looks quite old. What's this? Looks like it opens. Yellowed portrait of a girl. There's a photo in there. Who is she? Database responding. Database responding. Database responding. Failed to retrieve information. Retrieval failed. Curve, your database wouldn't respond without having relevant information, right? Did water get inside you? Let me put it this way for now. I'll let Curve take a look later. So we have a locket. Looks quite old. And this picture of a girl who I feel looks familiar, but almost all of the little girl characters look very similar. It's one of the drawbacks of having a consistent art style, I guess you could guess. Without adding any unique features, it's hard to tell people apart. Dining tableware. Overwhelming amount of tableware scattered over the table. A messy, charming pile that's ripe for the taking. A table knife just like the one left outside the Steambird. Must be them. Diary of a Valiant Struggle. After getting the boot from the Order of the Fruit, I was really down in the dumps. Luckily, I've joined a new group, so I am feeling a little better. This new group's operations are a little different from the last ones. Anyway, let's go Intrepid Valberry. Crafty Bulefruit, my brother, you're always in my thoughts. I can't believe the higher-ups sent Callia Lily to hunt you down just for the formula of that stupid potion. I guess you're plumb out of luck now, huh? Don't worry, I made a big ruckus in the Order of the Fruit in your defense. They may have kicked me out over it, but I've got regrets. I only hope your soul can rest in peace. No one else knows this, but I've also lots of Bulefruits in my new home to remember you by. Looks like only 4 of the 5 great operatives of the Order of the Fruit now remain. Finally received my first mission, get money off some guy named Rocher. That old dog's got no shame, refusing to repay his debts like that. I went out there and socked him twice before he coughed up a pile of junk. Only thing in there that looked like it could be worth anything was this locket. Looked like a woman's. Surely not his wife's, right? Unbelievable. Who in their right mind would marry a guy like that? Seems like something happened today. Directors 2 through 41 were all taken away. Supposedly the Steambird blew the lid off of our business and got that Marchuse Phantom involved. Luckily I'm new, so I'm safe for now. But I don't get it. Aren't we just a regular old cutlery business? Whatever, it doesn't matter. To repay the boss's kindness, my first order of business is to pay that paper a little visit. I originally planned to tear them a new one, but the boss says that we should keep a low profile for now. Guess I'll start with that dumb bird at the door then. A knife through that bird's head should send the message loud and clear, right? Since the other directors were taken away, I'll go to the boss after the job's done and tell him what I've done. Be so happy he might even give me a promotion. Let's go, Intrepid Valberry, away! Oh wait, Intrepid Valberry, that's the guy that was mugging Rocher, because he had the red hair, because he's a Valberry. Yeah, that's him right there. Who cooked this? Garb. Who cooked today? Kill. Find him and kill him. Boss, I'll immediately go find the cook. This agent right here is today's chef. Who's going to kill me? Marchuse Phantom agents. How did you get in here? I don't think you got time to worry about that right now. We've obtained evidence of your crimes. Evidence? But officer, all of them were temporary workers. And didn't you arrest them already? We're working on another case. Stop blowing the whistle, we're inside. All of you are suspects in a plot to get revenge against the Steambird by stealing Sir Arthur. Paper? Impossible. I've never held any grudges towards them. In fact, I even want to thank them for pointing out the flaws in our business model. You're good with words, but what do you do once we show you this? Director 42 admitted it in their diary. Busted. You fool. Didn't I tell you to keep a low profile for now? But boss, aren't we supposed to just lie down and take it when they're bullying us like this? The Marshals say, Phantom, officer, with all due respect, this fool is just a temporary employee. He hasn't even passed his probation period. Since he's suspected of breaking the law and committing a crime, I have no choice but to fire him in the spirit of justice. How much longer are you planning on using that same old trick? Fire me? Why, boss? Didn't you just say earlier that I'm the one here who has always been loyal to you? Who are you? What are you talking about? You're fired. We have nothing to do with each other. Take him away, honored agents. He's all yours. Boss, you betrayed me. You dirty double-timing dog. I'll take you down with me.
Suffocate!
They're all fighting each other. That's kind of funny. Calm them down. Hey, look, a bunny!
Bunny.
Look, it's a bunny. Look at the bunny, it's dancing.
Suffocate!
No one escapes my sights. Hey!
Play with the bunny.
Spring forth!
Cut to the chase.
There we go.
Suffocate!
Don't blink.
I really love the fighting theme in
Speed of light.
Fontaine.
Hey!
Well, this left is the boss, right? No, it's just this guy.
With sword comes shadow. Let it rain.
There we go.
The wrong test subject.
You blithering idiot. How dare you go against me? You filthy traitorous mutt. You can't stop me. Alright, that's enough. Just play nicely now, would you? I honestly feel sorry for him. One of them's just a moron. Hey, redhead. Hurry and fess up. Where's Sir Arthur? Hey, cut it out, shorty. I'm not on your side either. Unless you're willing to do me a favor. Help me convict this traitorous backstabbing thief of a felony and make the rest of his life a living hell. Then I'll try my best to cooperate with you. The Marchers say Phantom never negotiates with criminals, but with the evidence we already have, the quality of the rest of his life won't be too different from what you're hoping for. Don't do that! Are you gonna come clean now? Alright, fine, I'll tell you everything. I didn't actually take Sir Arthur. I know it's strange, but someone got there before me, so I just stuck the knife in there as a warning. Wasn't there, you're right. No, he's probably telling the truth. You got this, Curved. Your time to shine. No anomalies detected. Mr. Intrepid Valberry is data. What? It wasn't the redhead? So did you see anything at the scene? Because remember, the kid found the knife stuck in the post by itself. So that lines up with what he said. So did you see anything at the scene? I saw a really smelly drunk lying on the ground, just like that deader Rocher. All I wanted was to stay well away from him. Then it's Rocher, right? There's no one else? Even if there's nobody, you're gonna have to give us someone. You cut short the trail we were following, and now we're going to have to take responsibility for it. Now you're just making things difficult for me. You can't do it, Mr. Intrepid Valberry. You even fought back against your own boss. Fine, you're right. Let me think it over for a moment. Director... some insignificant lackey. Director 42, can I say something? What? Do you have any leads? No, I don't. Just wait a minute. Can't you see that I'm racking my brains right now? I've got it. I just remembered something. I went to Flute Sandra in search of a locksmith because I needed their help to break into the paper's office that night and wreak havoc. But wouldn't you know it, I ran into someone there who was also trying to find a way to sneak into the paper. Who was it? What was their name? I don't know, but they were just kind of like a member of the Fatui. Uh-oh. Well, the Fatui, them again. I love Fatui quest lines, which is probably why someone recommended I do this. It only took halfway into Act 2. And I just realized that we still haven't done that 10 pull, so we'll do that in a few seconds. Justice may be absent, the Fatui never are. And what did he do after that? How would I know? I'm not some sewer stalker. This is the time to be certain he's one who stole Sir Arthur. But every certainty of yours has been wrong so far. It's certainly different this time, don't you remember? There were 4 pairs of footprints at the scene, so there were 4 suspects at most. The Fatuus is our 4th suspect. What if it isn't him? Hey, don't look down on me. I bet my Stop whistling! I bet my uniform on it. What if I'm wrong again? I'll quit and stay home. Calm down, alright? Let's not get too hasty. Hey, Redhead, can you find that guy? Boss is running away. He's just standing there. Why don't you try your luck in Floof Sandra? I've seen him there on more than one occasion. Someone dressed as a Fatuus in Floof Sandra. If he's really there, he won't be difficult to spot. Alright, let's do that. Let's take these criminals back first and head over to Floof Sandra. Don't forget your promise. You better convict that 2-timing traitor. Yeah. Pin him to the wall. Alright, neither of you is going anywhere. Huh? Wait, where is he? Where'd the boss go? He was here just a moment ago. Yeah, he's standing over there. Oh, nope, he despawned. Well, he snuck off in that direction while you were distracted. What? Why didn't you say something sooner? Well, I wanted to, but you kind of stopped me, didn't you? Sneaky, conniving... Darn it! He knew his life would be a living hell, so he fled. Hey, how about you let me go and get him for you? Let you go? What do you think, Curve? Based on my analysis of Mr. Valberry's data, he's telling the truth. And get going, Redhead. Don't disappoint us. Don't worry, I'll give you my word as a man. What an interesting character. You're really just gonna let him go, just like that? What's wrong with that? If someone deceives another, shouldn't we support the victim in getting revenge? I know what it's like to feel angry at being tricked. Oh, Curve, you should be taking note on this. As you wish, I've recorded the behavioral and physiological data of everyone involved in my lie learning module. Then let's stop wasting time here. Our primary objective is to take out the others back to the Marchese Phantom and then get to Floof Sandra. Escort the criminals back to Marchese Phantom. Within a moment's rest, you immediately go to Floof Sandra, hunting the grounds for the other suspect. Oh, sweet. I love it when they teleport me and I don't have to actually walk somewhere. But first, we're going to do that 10 pull, and I now realize that we're 30 minutes away from having to do another one, so let's just do that real quick. Oh, it's got an Ayaka banner right now. Cool. So this is the 10 pull, making up for the one we missed in the last stream. Ooh, a debate club. Cool steel. Hey, I don't have a Kujosara yet. That's kind of cool. Man, I have so many Sharpshooter's Oaths. Almost as many as I have Harbingers of Dawn. Extra Masterless Spirit. Outside, did not mean to hit the B button there. But, hey, that worked out. I didn't expect to get another Favonius Warbow all of a sudden, though, either, so hey. Amber Likey. Select material. Alright, so I have a 90% chance to generate elemental particles. That's getting pretty good. And let's just get another fate real quick. And oh,
My perception has been heightened.
and there we go. Now we got back the fate that we accidentally used.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Alright. Now I just gotta look for a Fatuous. Talochard now to where to begin our search. Go to spot with large crowd. Someone in a Fatui uniform should stick out more like that. Well, there's a large crowd right here.
Adventuring underground is way
Okay.
more fun than I thought.
I guess
No.
really on the right.
No. No. No.
People here really need to get more sunlight.
Let's check the bar. Isn't that the guy? Hughes. Oh, no, this guy. You're here, huh? So did you bring the goods? What are you talking about? Huh? That's not the code. Who are you? Shoot, I gotta get out of here. Huh? We're exchanging passphrases just now? Forget that. You know what? Actually, this is the one time the whistle's appropriate. Don't let him get away.
Just say what you mean.
Oh, it gave me his name for a second there.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Bullard. No one can escape Outrider Amber. Finally caught you. Why'd you run like that? That was exhausting. Stop chasing after me. I haven't done anything wrong. Why run if you're innocent? That won't hold up in court. Why don't you tell me what crimes I've committed, huh? You stole Sir Arthur. Hey, I didn't steal that. Quite certain someone stole it now, aren't we? Ah, crud. Guilty knowledge. Don't even think about trying to weasel your way out of this. We even know you've been looking for a way to sneak into the paper's office. Take a look at my uniform. Take a look at your own. What are you trying to cause, an international crisis? Do you want to say bye-bye to your life? No way, it's that serious? No, after I complete this mission, I'll be able to retire early. Don't be like this. And why don't you try making this a bit easier for me, huh? If you make things difficult for me, then it's only fair that I do the same. Picture your retired life for a moment. When you sit down to eat, you'll look across and see me every date you go on. I'll be your chaperone. And for every travel photo you take, I'll be there too, smiling. No, stop. Stop. Don't terrify me like that. I'll come clean, alright? It's not like that. It's a secret anyway. It's not like it's a secret anyway. I'm Ballard, a peripheral intelligence officer. What peripheral means is that I'm not very important. Damn, someone who is painfully aware of their position in life. I was tasked with locating a research base belonging to the scientist known as Maso Lombroso. Maso Lombroso, isn't that Dr. Moso? You've heard of him too? He passed away some 30 years ago, and his research base is said to contain valuable information, but no one knows its location. What does it have to do with the Steambird? Because Dr. Mosso's death is linked to the Steambird, I'm sure the paper knows something. It's linked to the paper? Correct, that's why I contacted one of their editors, Jank, hoping to get an inside scoop. Isn't that the editor who was arguing with Talochard? Would he reveal the paper's inside info? I sent him a small gift. Do you recall the paper recently exposed the elegant tableware Confrerie scammers? I provided the details of their crimes. Whoa, you did that? You're really amazing, huh? See, why do we always gotta finger point the Fatui as bad guys? A lot of them are just ordinary people. That's like if I walked into a random fucking Russian soldier right now and just assumed he's like an evil villain because Russia's invading Ukraine right now. No, a lot of them are just people following orders. They have their own goals, dreams, and personalities. The Fatui have a cause, and they're trying to fight for that cause, but that doesn't mean that every single one of them is a villain. But at the same time, this is not me siding with Russia. Just to get that out there. They are the aggressors in this situation. But the fact that I'm just saying you shouldn't blanketly assume everyone is evil just because they're Russian. That is not a good thing to do. It doesn't really help. Thank you, though I may only be a peripheral personnel, but I am one of the better ones. Anyway, the exclusive report I gave Jank's reputation quite a boost. But when I contacted again, he said he had nothing to repay me with. Utterly despicable. That's when you decided to sneak in? Indeed, but I noticed something odd when I got there that night. The signature steamboard at the door was gone. It vanished before you arrived? Oh, not again. But there were only 4 set of footprints. That's right, and there was an envelope on the pedestal. Acting on my instincts as an intelligence officer, I opened the envelope. To my surprise, it was full of threats. What? The envelope at the scene? How could you sneak a peek at someone else's letter? Let us look too. Luckily, I kept it with me. Here, help yourself. Because we did find an empty envelope at the scene, so finally we figured out what's in it. To the Steambird, Mosso's death 30 years ago is still on my mind. Whenever I think of your paper's rhetoric, which intentionally passes off falsehoods as truth, I simply cannot suppress my indignation. As such, I have taken Sir Arthur captive. I eagerly await your paper's sincere repentance, issue a public apology, and surrender Mosso's legacy. Should you continue to spin the web of lies and obfuscate the truth, I will be left with no choice but to slay that Steambird. Crow or Blackbird? Are you done? The one who signed it is Crow or Blackbird. Whoever signed it, Crow or Blackbird, is the criminal you're looking for. But is this for real? Is the paper really linked to Dr. Mosso's death? There's no mistake. The inheritance mentioned here is probably Dr. Mosso's research base. The paper definitely knows something. Later on, I put on some feelers in my circles, hoping for this Crow or Blackbird would be willing to meet with me. If she's in the same line of work, that is. Best case scenario, we could work together. Even if that fails, I didn't want her to raise any alarms, as it would only disturb my work. But as it turns out, we're the only ones who showed up. Seems you made a mistake again, huh, Talochard? What's wrong? Poor Talochard. Curve, tell me now. Tell me this guy's lying. I believe he's telling the truth, and I bet Curve is only going to probably say the same. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Mr. Bollard is telling the truth. Darn it, you peripheral. Stop whistling. It's no longer appropriate. Why aren't you the culprit? You've lost me my uniform. Oh, that's right. You did make that bet. Calm down, Talochard. We weren't serious. Don't pay it any mind. But I mind. I was serious. I care about whether I'm useful. I said I would figure out from among the four suspects that none of them was the culprit. I guess I'm just completely useless. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia was right to ask for your help. I should just take off this uniform and leave. Relevant information detected. Agent Talochard, you can be useful. You can write for the Steambird's fantasy column, just like Editor Jake suggested. That is not comforting in the least. Wouldn't he pay better just to name this Bullard the criminal? At least that might make Talochard feel better. Come on, he's standing right there. Miss Paimon, are you suggesting that I lie? Can lies be a source of comfort? That doesn't count as a lie. Paimon means that when you're comforting someone, sincerity is what counts. For example, when Paimon is worried about gaining weight from eating too many slimes, Dan might say that Paimon would still be cute even if she gets fat, or something like that. Yes, I sincerely comfort Paimon. No, I would feel sorry for the slimes. No, I would just call Paimon out for being a glutton. No, I'd be nice. That's enough. Curve can only analyze biological data. He can't understand all that. Forget it. You can go, Bullard. Thank you so much. I don't even know why he's thanking us. We literally have nothing against this guy. He's just a suspect that we only really have evidence that puts him at the scene. We don't have any evidence that he took Sir Arthur. If anything, the letter, which does match the evidence we do have the scene, shows that there is a clear new suspect, whoever this crow or blackbird is. Talochard, you. And I don't know, you two are both amazing and tenacious, but I'm just a stupid piece of deadwood that keeps rolling downhill, finding new lows. I break at the slightest touch. I'm sorry. From here on out, just leave everything up to you. I'd like to buy you both dinner one last time tonight. Go to a nice fancy place, like Hotel de Boer. We won't have to eat the trash I make. But Paimon hates farewell dinners. Curve, talk some sense into her. Agent Talochard, I suggest you reconsider writing for the Steambird's fantasy column. Alright. That's enough. I really need to think things through anyway. I'll see all you at the Hotel de Boer tonight. Don't forget to come. Paimon knows Talochard is a straightforward person, but it still feels so sudden. Was today really that bad? Probably wasn't about just today. Paimon hopes she gets better by tonight. Let's get some rest too. Paimon's quite tired after this much investigating. Well, we did get one step closer. Bullard's testimony and confirmed footprints. The footprints of Rocher, Kevin, Intrepid Valberry, and Bullard. Based on the Agent Talochard's analysis, they are the same as the footprints that appeared in the newspaper. Threatening letter. Yep, we have all the evidence now. Well, I guess we gotta go to Hotel de Boer. Where am I? Oh, God! Well, that just happened. Hotel de Boer, I never remember where that is. Is this it here? I think that's probably it. Anywho, let's go look at Kucho Sara. A character that I honestly do like. I think that she's well written enough. However, it has become a bit of a meme that I have been known for in the YouTube circles because of her. You might see me throughout the years pop up into people's chat pointing out that she is wearing the really impractical clogs. Which I am now just noticing are sloped, so they are also heels in addition to being clogs. God, the impractical shoes. And I actually have a lot of characters. She is one of my favorite character designs because I do love the Tengu motifs. That being said, the Tengu clogs. Why? Why are you walking around in those? Why are you running in those? Alright. It's Paimon time. Oh, we only had to wait till 1900? Go to Hotel de Boer tonight. Oh, neat. I did go to the right waypoint. Better refresh my vocal cords. I'm going to need some more water. one thing about doing these world quests that aren't voiced means that I have to read out loud to you, because I know that a lot of you are just going to skip through it, which is why I can at least read it to you. So you can, like, watch my streams outside of tab if you're on YouTube and whatnot. Oh, she got rid of the uniform. And now I can't really tell you apart from any of those other Melusines, because almost all of them in Mariusa Village just wear that same outfit, roughly. Paimon, Dan, good evening. Your clothes. You haven't resigned already, have you? Not just yet. I took off my uniform because it makes me feel much lighter. So I look good in these? Not bad at all. Look much better. Even your voice sounds gentler. You're still gonna pull out a whistle, aren't you? This must be the right life for me, since I can't do anything well. It's best not to do anything at all. Stop thinking like that. It just happened to be a really tricky case. It isn't just this case. Have you heard about Fontaine's Aquabus? That's how we got to Fontaine. Then you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Aval is a tour guide there, and Elfane is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. Are they all named after members of the Spina de Rusula? Or are just the people in the Spina just named after the different lines? That's probably more likely, because I imagine they've been around for a while. It used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but services were suspended due to the incident. Well, you used to be a tour guide? That's awesome. It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at being an agent. Oof. I have seen clips that one of the tour guides, I don't know which one it is extremely depressed. And a really negative personality. Oh, so you returned to the Marchese Phantom because the line stopped operating? Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person, but wrote complaints as soon as they got home. They said my voice grates like a crow. Wait a minute. Crow or blackbird? No, it couldn't be. I couldn't accept it. Oh, I don't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face and then clearly had a problem with me. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Jank was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. He's such a hypocrite. No wonder you were arguing with him back then. Paimon sorta gets it now. Let's not dwell on annoying stuff like that. Now it's time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Bord was recommended by the official tourist guide. I may not like it, but I think you might. Thanks, Talochard. But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet. It's fine. He doesn't eat this kind of thing anyway. He just wants to record Hotels de Bord's data into his lie learning module. Curve really is special. Very happy to have met him. However, his core is aging rapidly, so he will go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core. I'm guessing that's like his CPU. Or like his motherboard, maybe? I don't know. I'm not a computer guy. Are you trying to say he will stop moving forever? I'm really just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent. I get complaints as a tour guide. And let's not even talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly. Did you sneak out and try to get Curve repaired? No one but Dr. Maso can repair Curve. And I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and help him overcome the Maso protocols. Why do you want him to overcome the Maso protocols? Because that would be amazing. Curve could even become a genuine human. Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible. Dr. Masso's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding lies and humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that a Fontanian scientist called Elaine Guillotine created an amazing thinking machine hundreds of years ago. And Dr. Masso seemed to want to surpass that. A thinking machine. Are you referring to Seymour? Because we met Seymour. Thinking machine, maybe. Could that be Seymour? Thanks, Paimon. But can understanding lies make someone human? Dr. Masso believed that humans have various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying those reasons. It is those emotions that make them human. So he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie like humans one day, then it means that he's no longer bound by his machine programming and has acquired human emotions. Or he's just gone beyond his programming, which can mean a number of things, but would still be impressive nonetheless. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to see how humans lie. I want him to learn. And you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time? But how? Dr. Masso is gone now. But his research base is still out there. Right, there must be a maintenance manual or something. I went through everything already and didn't find anything about the base. How about the newspaper? Would they have any leads? Didn't the Fatui guy say something like that too? That guy was an amateur. If the Marchese Phantom doesn't know, then the newspaper certainly won't. You're just looking for excuses, Talochard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you hit rock bottom, your only way is up. I mean, actually, technically, statistically speaking, because of the natural state of probability, it is possible to fail forever. Is it likely? No. But is it possible? Yes. I've hit rock bottom. Yeah, you even took off your uniform. So I won't fail anymore? I wouldn't say that. That's right, you absolutely will not fail again. Hey, Curve actually came! That's on. What a sweet robot. My humble analysis, Miss Paimon is lying. Thanks, Curve. Hey, wait a sec. Curve, couldn't you have just shown up a little bit later? But such lies have a chance to mold reality. What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality? 30 years ago, Dr. Massa and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Board. At that time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, Restaurant de Board will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel. It was just like Miss Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you can all see, de Board has an exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about Hotel de Board came true, then that statement, Ada Talochard will not fail again, has a possibility of becoming true. Shutting down lie learning module. Was Curve being a little odd just now? What are you talking about? See, this is one of the things about lying. I don't believe that lies and truth are truly the black and white. There is also gray in everything. A prediction is not exactly a falsehood. It is a hope. You can put stock into it. Doesn't make it true, but it doesn't necessarily make it false. I like to think in terms of probability and likelihoods. So to say that a small hotel could be a fancy restaurant in the future is not something I would say is impossible. But if I say it's going to be a fancy restaurant in the future with certainty, that's where it gets a little bit more muddy. It's the lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core. And once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew out a bunch of illogical nonsense. I'm starting to doubt Curve's reliability. I think Curve has a point. Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. Does that mean Curve is improving? It does. Are you going to give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement? Well, can you please say that thing again? Say what? You've hit rock bottom. You absolutely will not fail again. Oh, that's right, because you already hit rock bottom. I get it. Then I'll try again, one more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him. Ah, Talochard really is like a child sometimes. She gets moody so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly. Sounds like you, Paimon. Oh, come on. Paimon is... Is Paimon not mature enough? You're even shorter than Talochard. God damn it, we hit the hour mark. Restart. Another 10 pull. You're even shorter than Talochard. Relax, Paimon. You're pretty mature. Oh, just stop the chit-chat. We should take action at once. Since the newspaper might know something, let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough. Talochard's brain is working fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the Steambird now. Alright. This will be our last standard banner 10 pull, and then after that... I don't know, we'll pull on Navia's banner. I don't really care which one. I like Ayaka and I like Navia. Recency bias has me liking Navia more, but Ayaka is also a great character. Actually, recency bias has me liking Ayaka more because Ayaka was in the recent Roses and Muskets event. I actually kind of hope that I lose a 50-50 because, like I said, I kind of just want to get Kaching's Constellations. Or get a Dia. I would love to get a Dia. Dia seems like a very fun character. Oh, there's the Harbinger of Dawn. The bane of my existence. Rust. Do I have this? I don't know if I have a rust. I should also check the shop. So it's Fischl and Xiangling this month. Still waiting on those ambers. I want to get them amber constellations. And... where was I? I was gonna check to see, do I have like more than one rust? I don't know if I've ever pulled a rust before. I do have more than one rust. I don't even know what the rust does. Normal attack damage by 50%, but decreases charge attack damage by 10%. So it's meant for an auto attacker. I don't even know who I would put that on. Maybe my Goro? What's my Farazan using? The Raven Bow? Questions for later. To the Steambird!
If you want to get water, just...
Da. Da na 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 da da na. I don't know why I'm doing the Batman theme in my head. Mainly because I always just wish I could do a 1960s Batman transition and then have everything go to the moment of time that I want it to be at. Those of you who usually watch my edited versions of these on YouTube, however, a lot of this stuff gets cut out. That being said, we're about an hour in, so who knows? Even the people watching on Twitch might just be in a commercial right now, unless they're subbed. So yeah, that's a good idea. Sub if you don't want to watch commercials. I don't actually do manual ad breaks anymore. Just A, because I'm lazy, and B, I actually have it set to run less ads than the average. I probably should just up it to run as many ads as possible to be an annoying git, but I just don't make a lot enough. I don't have enough people to be worth it, so it just scares people off. You're the smallest here, Paimon. As for you, Kevin, I'll be Dottie Rocher. You be Kevin, I'll be Dirty Rocher. Mr. Bullard is here for Dr. Masso. Let Curve be him. And that's all that's left is the redhead. Leave it to me. I will be... what's his name? Valberry. Alright, everybody... It's got their roles. Let's reenact the night in Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all these guys do? First thing to reenact is the order of arrival. So Rocher arrived last, if I remember correctly. Which ended up scaring the kid, who then grabbed the knife out of the banner. So I think Bullard arrived first. Because he found the letter. But he didn't state that there was a knife in the pedestal. According to Bullard, he had been at the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At the time he noticed the letter on the scene, he kicked in and he took the letter. Who arrived second? I believe it was Intrepid Valberry. According to Intrepid Valberry, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. In an act of retaliation, he took out a dinner knife and stuck it in there to say, now, this is a warning for them. In addition, he saw a smelly drunk as foul as Rocher. So it's either him or Rocher that was next. Rocher, he had been to the scene of the crime before. He had seen Sir Arthur intact and untouched, but when he awoke, Sir Arthur was gone, having disappeared as he slept. As he woke up, he saw a small silhouette fleeing the scene. So is it Valberry? Okay, so Valberry, then Rocher. And then Kevin. According to Kevin, he'd been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. He saw the scene was an old drunkard and a knife. To defend himself from the drunkard, he grabbed the knife and fled. Button must have accidentally come off the clothing as he fled. Really? Who arrived first? I guess... I mean, he was there asleep the whole time. Which means then it was you. And then it was you. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were counting the fact that Rocher was asleep, because he would have been on a bench nearby, but not at the Steambird specifically. But yeah, if you mean specifically the 3 feet in front of the pedestal, yeah, he was not there first. Because when I think the crime scene, I think like the crime scene, not the crime scene and then the 3 blocks adjacent to it. So I'm the first to arrive. Oh! We got the bars on the top and bottom of the screen now. We're serious. Oh, we have a spotlight. Where the fuck is that coming from? I mean, I have a spotlight. Haha. I'm Roger, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get a job at the paper. On the night of the incident, I drank a little and remembered Sir Arthur sitting on the brush his pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then... I'm Ballard, the second suspect, arrived at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So the real thief stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep. And the criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligence officer instincts, I read the letter left by the thief, took it with me from the scene. After that, I'm next up. I'm Intrepid Valberry, Director 42 of a criminal gang. He's got the fucking voice and the fucking mouth slide. I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got there, and I was furious. But there was nothing I could do. I just stabbed the knife into the pedestal at the scene to scare them and left. And then finally, Paimon's turn. I'm Kevin, the problem child. I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad is a big fat weasel. Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in its favorite pedestal. I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man. Somehow I woke him, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off my clothes. I just realized it has all of their names are changed right now because we're in character. I am Intrepid Mulberry. I'm going to add that voice to my repertoire. Indeed, I'm a smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked toward the paper's office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming a suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt at the docks. So this is how everything happened. Paimon thinks the reenactment went perfectly, but did we miss anything? The threatening letter. That's right, we forgot about that letter. Since the thief's motive is tied to the incident from 30 years ago, the paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right? Yeah, but the paper is still in the dark on all this. We should deliver the letter to them immediately. How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were trying to console me. I'm so sorry for being a burden. You shouldn't think like that, Talochard. You haven't read through Dr. Moss's case files. Those should be really exclusive information. Now that you mention it, I forgot to tell you about the contents. Let's go over there and discuss it. Dr. Moss's death is closely linked to the paper, so it feels weird to talk about it right outside their door. And why are we cutting to this weird, suspicious camera angle? Because it's going to cut to someone else being on the other side of the pillar? Nope, it's just going to cut to us when we move over there. Okay. This spot is perfect. You wanted to know why Dr. Moss... Usually when you do a framing like that in a film or even in like just a period drama, usually you do that because someone's eavesdropping on them. But no, it was just meant to be to hide our transition, which is the other reason you usually do that. This spot is perfect. You wanted to know why Dr. Mosso was tired, right? It actually seemed it actually stemmed from you want to know why Dr. Mosso was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion. Public opinion? Well, not long after the existence of Dr. Mosso's lie detector was made public, the Steambird published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention. Relevant information retrieved, Mosso exclusive behind the lies, Mosso protocol, protocol to watch, lie detector, game of authority. The paper used special features like these to incite widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon public opinion began to turn against Dr. Mosso. What were they worried about? Machines are going to replace us. We're going to have AI streamers, which I do technically think already exist. For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible. What would happen if a suspect in a trial isn't lying, but Curve says he is? Would mistrials and injustices result? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate. Relevant information retrieved. Content from lie detector. Game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but its ability to remain independent from outside authorities. As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So what would happen if people put their trust in Curve, yet someone could control Curve and use it to falsify results? The Maso protocols were put there to prevent that, right? Relevant information retrieved. Content from the Maso protocols. Protocol to watch. It must be noted that as Maso protocols are man-made, there is a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap. Whoa. Are they accusing Dr. Maso of secretly tampering and leaving back doors? This is just the beginning. All kind of other characters piled on after the Steambird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition. Or, hear me out, we could just not use lie detectors in a court. And he can remain to be just a neat little gag tool that we put at state fairs. Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject the Goldfish Bowl world. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of lie detector, published by Short Anthologies. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Did Curve make a mistake? That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less in misjudging one. But that's how public opinion works. And so it was all downhill from there, for Dr. Maso. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain power to pass judgment over others, so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and the lie detector be destroyed. Aren't those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone even believe stuff like that? Many did. Yeah, you'd be surprised how bad media literacy is in the general public. Not everybody really checks to see if what they're reading in the news is actually true or not. They were all just ordinary people. So how could they differentiate the truth from lies? When we don't have access to sufficient information, we believe what others want us to believe. And so it just so happened that at such a critical juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Maso of having falsified results. Their evidence was key in Dr. Maso's conviction. Evidence? Did Dr. Maso really deceive everyone? The doctor refused to admit it, of course, and so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was just left with the Marchusei Phantom as evidence. So is Curve the real deal or not? Well, I think Curve is the real deal, and Dr. Maso was wrongly accused. Then was the evidence presented by the paper falsified, or did they make a mistake? But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame and profit, or something else. Oh, then it could be someone very close to Dr. Maso back for revenge. Paimon would definitely avenge Dan if Dan was wronged like that. Ugh, Paimon can't bear to think about it. Aether, why do you look so upset? Thanks, Paimon. Don't jinx me. That's the other option. But Dr. Maso passed away 30 years ago, so someone very close to him. I wonder if Euphrasia knows anything. Should we go see her then? Don't worry. She was in charge of the paper at the time, and I don't think Euphrasia is a bad person. Looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a total information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover. Alright then, let's head home, get some rest, and make it outside for the paper tomorrow morning. It's already tomorrow morning. People are looking at us. So that's the end of Act 2. It only took us about an hour and 20 minutes. Do I actually have to wait for the day to advance to continue to the next act? All right. I guess we'll just advance the day to see if it shows up. If not, if I have to wait an actual real life day for this to be available, that's going to be kind of annoying. Because I hate when they lock quests to actually advancing the in-game count, the actual real life calendar. And it's starting to look like that is the case. So let's talk to Euphrasia and see if that actually moves it forward. Tales of Humanity. Huh. Well, I guess that's the end of the line for us there. Which means I can check off my list. Missed 10 pull. And we will not be checking off this quest line because it is not finished. However, I do have something extra that we can do to fill a few minutes. I marked on the map a weird location. Because this location we have walked by a few times on stream where there is a cat with a hat and a fish jumping over the moon. And I want to know what on earth is going on there. And let's just see how deep this rabbit hole goes. The little dog laughed to see so much fun. The dish ran away with a spoon. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The fish jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Woof. Someone's singing here. Should we say hello? Hello. Should Paimon speak louder? Hello. Oh. Cat. Cat with a black hat. Dog in dress. Cat in hat. Alright, I got it. Greetings, friend from afar. Welcome to our party. Please take a seat. She looks very shy. Did we startle her? Let's tone it down a bit. Yeah, Paimon got you. We'll take a... Wait. Paimon is not seeing any seats. Woof, woof. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, I just noticed the cat has a sword. Is that Puss in Not Boots? It's okay, Nana. It's not necessary. Mr. Kinjawa is right. Mr. Kinjano is right. We don't need to follow any awful rules. We'll just need cookies and bones. Woof, woof, woof. Woof woof. Aru? Are you talking to the puppy? No, it's not a puppy. This is Lady Nana. Anyway, that's it for pre-meal speech. Time to raise a toast. Let us raise up a glass in our minds. Always flexible no matter how weird the situation is, huh? In that case, let us raise a glass on our heads. To all the gears, muskets, and math books. Math books? Meow? Woof? Should Paimon meow or woof along? Fine, woof. Woof, 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 woof. What did Paimon woof? Wait, did Paimon woof wrong? This hasn't felt right since the start. Can someone translate their woofs and meows, please? Meow, meow, meow. Sorry, you're right. As the party's host, that was negligence. I should have introduced myself first. Penny is my name. The furry gentleman with the black hat there is Don Quinjiao. Don Keanu. It's Don Keanu! Oh my god, it's a Don Quixote reference. Don Keanu, a swashbuckler. Meow. And this is Nana, a particularly elegant and very considerate lady. Oh god, it's translated now. Oh god, it's translated. Thanks for saying that, sweetheart. Pleased to meet you. Am I imagining things? Was that dog speaking? Can't say I've never seen things like this before, but still. Why are you mumbling? It's our turn to introduce ourselves. The child seems to be talking to imaginary animal friends. Shouldn't we roll with it? So Lady Nana and Mr. Quinjano are not imaginary. And they can speak. Oops, she heard us. May I tell them a bit about you, Lady Nana? Just a little, or they won't understand what you'll say. Woof. Okay, Lady Nana is from the court of Fontaine. She has a nice surname. Winnie. Oh, sorry, Wine. I won't bring that up. Then, good Nana, sorry to hurt your feelings. I'll just mention the happy part. Nana's best pal was the purple-eyed Autumn. Miss Autumn is a genuine lady. She'd changed Nana's outfit many times a day. Nana wore a different dress to sleep, meals, afternoon tea, balls, walks, even dates with different accessories. Then the purple-eyed Autumn left home. Nana wandered here with her and became friends with us. Now, would you mind, Mr. Quijano? Meow meow. Okay, I'll just tell them a little bit about you. Sorry, Mr. Quijano is wanted by the Maison Garde Mage to this day, so I can't say much at all. For your own good, of course. Years ago, when Mr. Quijano was adventuring with his buddies, oh, that would be Rouge, the blind, and the blind man Freeman. Is that supposed to be a Shawshank Redemption reference? Morgan Freeman plays a man named Red in the Shawshank Redemption movie, at least. They were pursued by a hired hitman to Busan. They ran out of everything except for 3 goons and on their tail. That was when Mr. Quijano charged in and saved them. Was it that you said that? What was it that you said that time, Mr. Quijano? Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Right, he said, "My fine friends, I love you with all my heart, but it's time to say goodbye. We'll meet again 6 feet under." He thought he'd never make it, so he lunged in alone and drove all 3 bad guys away. He must be a master of the sword. Haha, you believe it now, don't you? Rouge once said that you have to use your head, not your ears, to truly get what others are saying. If you still don't get it, just close your eyes and listen with your head. The girl's words are full of fantasies, but you don't think it would hurt to go with the flow. You keep your eyes closed a bit longer. If you're bored, I'll sing a song for you. Mr. Quijano and Lady Nana often sing along with me. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the fish jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed, he had so much fun, the dish ran away with the spoon. No wonder they're so close to each other. What would they say? meditate on that for a while. Paimon's not feeling any different, but should we try to speak with the cat and dog? Try to understand what Don Quiano and Nana are saying. What is this questline called? Free verse. Sword of Freedom. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow. What are you saying? He's not stupid. Don't you talk bad about Dan. You understood that, Paimon? Yeah, it just came to Paimon without any effort. It's probably because you're practically a child. Getting smarter, Paimon. Why, of course. Wait, no, Paimon was smart to begin with. Are you doubting Paimon's intelligence? It's because she listens from the heart. I can understand now. Hello, friends from afar. How did you know we came from far away? Can you not only speak, but tell the future just like Mona, too? Friends from afar is a common greeting. Friends from afar. Oh. So everything Penny said is true? I did used to live in the court of Fontaine. Such wonderful memories. I suppose... My old... Oh, it's... Okay, good. Now I can just read the normal text. My old friends are still mingling regularly at Hotel de Bourg. I would often accompany Autumn to such soirees at the hotel, and oh, how we danced. We wouldn't stop dancing. Not even when the band grew tired. Whether or not you believe me is all more a memory for me now. For now, Autumn has found her calling, and I have found mine. I wish only for her happiness from the bottom of my heart. And Rouge has accepted me. So in the end, I stay here by choice. She's fully immersed in her memory, huh? Rouge. Penny mentioned that name. Who is he? He's a graceful gentleman. And he is Penny's guardian, as well as our friend. Very fun to be with. Adept at archery and knows a thing or two about swords. An outstanding young man. Don't dabble in dangerous deeds, Quignano, or you'll get yourself killed. Worry not, Nana. A gremlin once foretold that I shall not die so easily. The prophecy says that when at last I tire of adventuring, a respectable and adorable girl shall appear. And in her I shall find my purpose. For all my remaining days I shall dedicate all that I have and am to ensuring she never comes to harm. That child is Penny, but how can I best protect her? Were I a knight and not a swashbuckler, I would know how. Alas, I am not. A knight? You have one right in front of you. Dan is an honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. Oh my, to think I should encounter a true knight. So, then allow me one presumptuous request. Suppose we have the same idea. Although there's basically nothing we, the legendary adventurer duo of Dan and Paimon, can't do, our time is quite valuable and carries a cost. Why don't we figure out some charging plans when we have time? I'll be willing to spend all my jewels to hire a knight, so if you could, please become friends with Penny, huh? Our dear Penny stands at the fork in the road. She knows not whether to grow up or remain a child. Her body is still growing, and she grows bigger by the day. She is growing mentally as well, and her heart grows more complicated by the day. What do a cat and dog know of such strange human things? But it should be easy for a knight. We need to find a knight to be Penny's friend. Perhaps then she can find the answers. You're very good to Penny. She's the best child in the world. Wandering Waltz. No one loves her more than I do. Please be Penny's friend. I offer you all my necklaces and satin dresses. You have my word that I shall protect you with mine own life should the need arise. The gems from Leeway traders may be priceless, but Don Quiano's promises are more precious still. How do I become her friend then? You will? Paimon wants to be little Penny's friend too. My dear friends, hence you are friends from afar no longer. Whoa, cat jumped. From the moment you asked that question, you became dear friends. This is wonderful, so wonderful. Let us tell Penny the good news. From the moment you asked that question, you became dear friends. Tell Penny the good news. There, you shall have 2 new friends. The legendary adventurer duo, Dan and Paimon, are willing to be our friends. Really? Ha! Awesome! I have so many friends now. Let us have a ceremony to commemorate this. The ceremony requires a speech, but alas, we lack time to write a proper one. Don't worry, just keep it simple. Very well, then I shall make this brief. Please come forward. This should do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare Penny, friend to the children, Don Quiano the swashbuckler, and Lady Nana, hereby welcome Paimon and... How should I introduce you to? You mean Paimon's title? You can call Paimon the best guide in Teyvat. And let's use Honorary Knight of Favonius for him, though the other titles are also awesome. We have so many titles. We have collected so many titles. There's a funny YouTube short that I think someone put up a while ago where it's just a list of all of the collected titles that the Traveler has acquired throughout their journey on Teyvat. So fucking many titles. There's like 12 at least. But my personal favorite is the one acquired by Paimon, which is Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon. That's not what Quiano is asking. You need to know who your friends are. Every one of us, cats and dogs, are bound together by the bonds of friendship. I believe there's a new beetle event. I think we should probably go check on that. We are bound together by bonds of friendship. A life bereft of friendship. Oh, such a life would be too horrible. So who are you? So who are your friends? A deity that oversees the whole nation. The government officials and wealthy people. Paimon is my best friend. You're also Paimon's best friend. So you're a pair of good friends. Wonderful. You can see that Paimon is truly a great friend. In the name of all bearings, cakes, and storybooks, Penny, Paimon, and Dan are now good friends. You will share your bones, biscuits, and picture books, and say goodnight to each other before you go to sleep. Play in the mud together, scare birds together, count stars together. Woohoo! Woohoo! Now we're all friends, but wait, the 2 of you haven't met the children yet. Excuse me? Gosh, we almost forgot about the children. Strange, I haven't seen them all day. Children are our friends too. You two should meet them. You're right, please meet the children and let them know that you are new friends. They probably went somewhere far away to play. It's high time they returned, got into the water and have a look. Don't worry, just go underwater. You needn't fret about the children not wanting to come back. I'll sing a song and the children will come back, sleep in their big shells when they hear my song. So head over to that big shell and wish them a sweet dream. Shu is a unique friend who loves talking themselves much, but Paimon doesn't mind. So let's go to that big shell Penny mentioned and look for the children. Okay. This quest is very interesting so far. And it's already eaten up about 10 minutes. It feels like it's been so much longer than that. Rock-a-bye baby on the seaweed top. When the flow comes, the cradle will rock. Bubble, bubble, Penny is singing. Bubble, bubble. So the children Penny was talking about are fish. Ah. Hello, we're Penny's new friends. Dan and Paimon. Bubble, bubble, new friends, new friends. Bubble, bubble, sweet dreams, new friends. Sweet dreams. Well, they seem happy now. Now that we've met them, let's go to the next shell. If the stem breaks, the cradle will fall. Yet I will catch you, cradle and all. Baby is drowsing, cozy and fair. I sing a lullaby, oh baby hair. This is such an interesting little quest line. Bubble bubble, can't find bubble bubble, can't find. Hello there, we're Penny new friend, Dan and Paimon. Bubble bubble, new friends, bubble bubble, old friends, can't find. Bubble bubble, Penny is singing, bubble bubble, sleepy. We seem to have lost something strange. But we should be done here, let's head over to the next shell first. Forward and back, the cradle she swings. The baby sleeps, the baby sleeps. They hear what she sings. There's nothing here. Where are the children? That's a Fatui insignia. On a bottle? Oh my god, we stumbled into another Fatui questline? Man, I must be like a magnet for these. I have to tell Penny about this. Alright. Well, that was unexpected. Wait, where'd Penny go? Oh, she's up here. Penny, we just met the children underwater. How did it go? Did you become pals? I would certainly call it a friendly enough encounter. We're pals now. Some of them went missing. We found this in their cradle. This is a Fatui insignia. What? You probably don't know this, but the Fatui are a bunch of very, very bad guys. They might have kidnapped the children. Don't worry, we'll help you, since we're friends now. Bad guys? Are you saying that Carrick is a bad guy? Carrick? Who or what is that? Carrick oft sings with Penny. I once remembered he'd try his luck at the Opera Epicles. He does have a nice voice. He would go underwater and play with the children as well. That's right, Carrick is a swimmer, most swift. I admire him greatly. So you mean there's a Fatuist named Carrick, who's Penny's friend and who left this mark behind? I think so. This belongs to Carrick. He's our pal. Really? Maybe we misunderstood. What are Fatui anyway? Bunch of guys who see things differently from most people. Some in the Fatui love to use others to do bad things. They used to oppose us loads of times. So is Carrick very bad? Does he do a lot of dirty deeds? I can smell scoundrels from a mile away, but Carrick is not the stench of ill want about him. But if our dear friend says he may be just such a person, oh, I understand. Perhaps Carrick was once bad, but has since turned over a new leaf. There is also the possibility he is both good and bad. Oh, you are quite correct. One can be both good and bad. Just like a person who can enjoy the dainty little cakes and raw seafood. Raw seafood? Ugh, only the worst of the worst eat that kind of thing. Come now, Nana. Raw seafood isn't that bad. Wrong. I shall never touch the stuff. I don't think dogs could eat fish. Okay, if Fatui didn't kidnap the children, then where did they go? Oh, don't worry. The little troublemakers often run off on their own. They'll be back soon enough. Penny, what's on your mind? Or are you zoning out? Good guys, bad guys. That sounds complicated, like math. Like what do you get when you add a good guy and one bad guy together? Penny spreads her fingers and frowns, deep in thought, but to no avail. She takes out a math book and scribbles, again, to no avail. No, not the math book. Anything but the math book. I can't figure this out. I haven't gotten to this part of math yet. I'll ask Autumn when she gets back. You must learn from an adult like Autumn, Penny. Adults know the answers to questions like this. We have returned to the old question once again. Does Penny want to grow up or not? Yet this is the 36th time that we have raised the issue. We have made a list of all the pros and cons of being an adult. Do you have the list, Quiano? Fret not, I have long since committed it to memory. Con 1. Adults cannot sleep on velvet cushions, for adults are hard and sturdy creatures. They must sleep on boards of hardwood, so that they can keep their minds and bodies hard. What? It's awful not to be able to sleep on soft cushions. Con 2. Adults aren't allowed to catch butterflies, though I have not the slightest idea why. I know, I remember how Autumn grew up. It began when she stopped stepping in puddles as she passed. Then she refused to go barefoot after getting out of bed. She insisted on wearing her leather shoes. And finally I asked her if she'd like to go catch butterflies together one day. She refused and picked up her textbooks and went on into the study. That was the moment she grew up. I saw her become an adult just like that. That is why I believe that being an adult means you cannot catch butterflies. Actually, not catching butterflies is fine. There are plenty of more fun things to do. But it's not just these, dear. Out of all those fun things, you must choose only one. You can't do math when you're busy eating cookies. And it's difficult to eat cake when you're holding a musket. That's rough, buddy. So I can't have other stuff like bearings, bows, and arrows, and pretty dresses at the same time? No, dear, you can't. You can only choose one, because humans only live once. Not to mention, Penny, that Quiano and I will no longer be able to keep you company. What? You can't grow up with me? How can I be without you? Who's going to lick my face when I wake up? Who's going to tell me bedtime stories? What am I supposed to do? My poor Penny, you know my purpose is to love and protect you. I too am sad that I cannot grow up with you. Oh, Paimon doesn't know why, but she feels really crying too. Growing up is not necessarily a bad thing. Ladies, please do not weep. If I may be earnest, I cannot bear the sight of tears. If I could pierce that which makes you weep, I should draw my sword in an instant, but I cannot bear it. I really can't. I've got to do something. Mr. Knight, let us think of a way to stem the tears. We perhaps can bring the children back and let them sing with Penny and Nana. Surely that would make them happy. Yes, that is exactly what we should do. Come over here now and figure out how to get it done. Dear friends, how do you feel about the idea? We just need to find the children and bring them back. This probably isn't going to solve the real problem. She still has to face growing pains eventually. I know, but since she cannot choose, we can't just let her grow up. Can't we just let her grow up later? Were Penny to grow up just like that, who would scratch under my chin? Who would cuddle me at night when I sleep? No, let us give her more time. As Penny's dear friend, I must put a stop to her tears this very instant, and make her smile. Lady Nana's purpose is to love Penny, and mine is to be Penny's knight. I must protect her from harm. Alas, I truly am a failure. To think that Penny is crying before my eyes. If only I were a real knight. Out of curiosity, why do you want to be a real knight so badly, Quiano? It is my calling, friends. Have you never been entrusted with such a noble cause? Rouge tasked me with this duty, and I took an oath to protect Penny. Don Quiano is one who keeps his word now. There is no time to lose. We must take action now. Sure, Paimon doesn't want to hear her friends. Doesn't want her friends to cry either. Count me in. Very well, then it's time to go. Get up, children. Listen to me, children. Our penny is facing an unprecedented emotional crisis. We must bring back all the missing troublemakers in order to restore her smile. Then we shall sing together for her, and make her happy. That is what friends do, right? Yes, yes, yes. Honorable Dan, Lady Paimon, this is embarrassing, but I, Don Quiano, am well versed in both swords and fairy tales. I am an ingenious gentleman, but I fear I cannot swim. I ask you the glorious mission of retrieving the troublemakers from underwater? It'll be a piece of cake. Children, help our new friends out there. And don't be naughty. Got it, got it. Follow us, follow us. Don't lose it, lose it. Ahead, ahead, you'll find the troublemakers ahead. These kids don't feel all that reliable. Well, they're kids. We shouldn't pin too many hopes on them. Let's have a closer look around and see what happens, shall we? Oh, there's a shipwreck. Stuck in rocks. Stuck in rocks. Thank you, friends. We'll keep swimming. Locate the missing crystal. Ah, is that it? Alright. Alright, we turned off the cannon. This is so weird. Stuck in rocks, they say. Oh, go to this new set of children. I'm an idiot. Do you remember Dan? Oh, what's his full name? The feline gentleman with the hat. Anyway, the children Paimon give them some convenient nicknames. Man in the hat and lady in the skirt. Hat. Mr. Hat and Miss Skirt. That's what Paimon will call them. Now Paimon was going to say, she's gone and forgotten. So the children are all young fish, and they can swim through despite their small size. Come miles. Phew. Swimming is all tiring Paimon out. We're not small. Small, not small. Big fish swim ahead. Bigger than Paimon. Bigger than Quiano. Let's go find them. Big fish. Stuck and worried. So worried we are. Get her out. Get her out. It's a jellyfish. I need the manta ray. I think if I hold it, I can. There we go. At last, free at last. I can sing along with everyone again. Sing together. All together, we sing. This is a weird quest line. We're about to hit that 2-hour mark. Oh, not another cannon. Alright, thank goodness we didn't have to do that again. We sing, we sing, we sing along. Sing to the waves, sing to the seaweed, sing to new friends. Butterfly, butterfly, where do you fly? I know not, I ask not. Found it, found it. Those little troublemakers are competing again. Whoever catches them wins. You mean the swarm of fast swimming bluefish are the children we need to bring back? Yes, yes, catch them, catch them. I caught you, I caught you. Looks like Mr. Cat Hatter was right. They really are a bunch of mischievous kids. Anyway. Nor have I a place to lie. Little child, where are you? Ah, we've been caught. They really are slippery, how fast they swim. These two more groups, troublemakers. Alright, little rascal. Let's play again. Sure are slippery with how fast they swim. One last group left, look around. Gotcha. Cut it out and go home. Your friend Penny needs you. Penny looking for us? Home, home, let's go home. power. Alright. Alright, said we do Navia next. Here we go. I didn't really want to pull on this banner because I don't think there's anything on the banner I want. Although I guess another Sucrose constellation is nice. Maybe I'll finally get around to building Sucrose, so I probably won't because I don't want to go through the effort of logging in specific days of the week to get upgrade materials. Ooh, I don't have a Candace yet, though. So many characters in this game. And now we have a Sucrose constellation. Beth Unbound form. The duration of Forbidden Creation Isomer 75 Type 2 is increased by 2 seconds. So there's 2 seconds more of uptime. What is that? Type 2, that's her burst. Unstable large wind spirit. While it persists, the wind spirit will continuously pull in surrounding winds. So it lasts 2 seconds longer? That's pretty good. The scaredy cats hear this thing and respond to us. La 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 la, sing to the waves, the seaweed sing to our new friends. Butterfly, butterflies, whence shall I go? You do not answer, you do not know. Butterfly, butterfly, let us soar through the air, through rain and through dew, and through songs fair. Butterfly, butterfly, let us soar through the air, where the sun shines, where the buds grow. Leave me alone, I don't want to die. Grab a bunch of Olga. Probably should grab this. Haven't been here yet. Man, those fish are moving fast! Where are we? Sob, we miss Penny. Where is she now? We're locked up in here. How do I open this? Looks like these are the scaredy cats. We need to get them out. Might be another entrance. Go look for it.
Another test. That tingle? Freeze!
Ow. Alright. Ow. Frozen. Okay.
Incoming.
Freeze!
One
Stop
step
freezing
back,
me.
2 forward. Let's dance. La, la, la,
Have a
la,
little taste.
Barbara Bubble.
Test subject.
no escape.
Rusty iron key.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Gotcha. Be scared. Don't be scared. Penny's waiting for you to come back home. Penny's looking for us. Home, home. Let's go quick. Let's go home. New friends. All go home. Alright, let's go look for Penny, Mr. Hat, and Miss Skirt. Probably waiting for us. Return to Penny's side. Let us... Damn, we traveled far. We went a long way to go find fish. Does not feel like we've only been doing this for 30 minutes. We're back, everyone. Are all the children back as well? Yes, the Honorable Dan and Lady Paimon too. They have all returned. We're here, we're here. We're here, we're here. He's not crying anymore. You still sad, Penny? I've stopped crying for a while now. Nana licked all of my tears away. Thank you, good Nana. You too, Quiano and Dan and Paimon. My pleasure, Penny. It was my calling to love you, after all. I knew it. Our Penny would be strong enough and would never keep crying. Actually, I'm not that strong. I'm still a little scared. I want to cry a little. It's okay, don't be afraid. Let's sing. Let's all swim and sing, Penny. Cat. Great idea, my friend. Sadness, sorrow have been conquered, and we shall rise our voices in glorious song. Come here, new friends. Board the waves back. She will carry you. Do not worry, my friends. We will follow you on the shore. Enter the wave. Cannot switch character while swimming. Sing along and sing a song. Rouge's sword and Autumn's handkerchief. Freeman's candies, Carrick's ballad. Dan swims with me, Paimon sings me to sleep. We won't forget the times we spent so fine. Swim ahead, swing along, swim along. Will they be forgotten in the blink of an eye, those times we spent so fine? The bedtime tales, the promises made, anticipations we had forgotten. La la la, forget it all. Swim on, fly. That was pretty fun. Swim on, fly on. It's a great song. I'm not scared now. It's fine to grow up. Nothing to it. That was a great swim. No effort needed on our part. Though getting shot out of the water by Big Head at the end was plenty spooky. I'd love to do it again. Friends, seeing you all smile together makes me the most happy indeed. I realized something big. I must tell Rouge about this the next time I see him. I'm the shadow Rouge casts. It is my honor to accompany you, my lady. Oh, and another thing. When Autumn comes back from the court of Fontaine, I must tell her about you two, Dan Paimon. Are you and Autumn close, Penny? Autumn's very nice. She left Nana behind to watch over me. They're my absolute favorites. I am the fragrance that Autumn left behind. And your smile is my bliss, my dear sweetheart. Thump. Nana, did you hear that? Something just go thump? Yes, I heard that too. Did you notice? There's something shining in Penny's eyes. What is that? It is the light of curiosity which illuminates every dark corner, my dear. And some glistening teardrops making you all the more gentle. You have already grown up with our blessing, my good child. Wait, we haven't given Penny our blessing. She's growing up already? Come on, Dan, let's give Penny our blessings. May you always have a good appetite. I'm a traveler, so to me you always have the courage to explore the world. Explore the world. I've decided. What did you decide, Penny? I'm gonna become a grown-up in the court of Fontaine, but now I've changed my mind. I want to travel, just like Dan. You mean you want to be an adventurer, Penny? Yeah, Dan and Paimon are adventurers. I want to travel with, like them. I have to be travel like them. I have to be an adventurer too. If you want to be an adventurer, Penny, you have to get the Adventurers Guild approval first. And that's a very hard thing to do, not to mention how the life of an adventurer is pretty tough. So you sure that's what you want? It's okay. I want to give it a try. In that case, I'll write a recommendation for you. As a rite of passage gift, Penny. A simple introduction letter. Wonderful, thank you. I love it. Come on, I'll give everyone a gift too. Please gather around. Penny skips and kisses Mr. Hat and Mrs. Skirt on the forehead with a smile. It's Don Quiano and Lady Donna. Get the names right. She then kisses Paimon on the cheek before you bend over. Penny kisses you on the forehead with joy. You can almost feel her anticipation and unease about the future. Dearest, most beloved friends of mine, I'm an adult now. I'm going to be an adventurer. Look at that cat backflipping. I do believe in something. I just got an achievement. That was a cute little story quest. And I see another waypoint that I need to grab. Because I do not do a lot of world exploration. Unless a quest sends me to a location, I don't really do it on my own. Alright. All that's left is to teleport back. Oh, we're on an island. How did she get there? Did she swim too? I thought they were walking on land. This was a weird quest line. Well, anywho, we've been going for a little bit over 2 hours, and this was a fun stopping point. We did a little bit of an extra thing, and I can check off something off the list, which is the cat, the hat, and the fish in the moon. Boy, was that not what I was expecting, but it was nice. Next time we'll resume with this robot detector and Melusine questline, because apparently it is locked towards advancing the day calendar. Or at least that's how it feels like to me. But this questline also feels a little unfinished because it's got so much stuff going for it. Who knows what else is going on there? It's so interesting. Anywho, I will see you all on the flip side. And we'll probably just keep doing this for the next couple days. Bye-bye for now.